This video will cover creating a bulk expense authorisation and processing a related bulk expense claim. Bulk expense authorisations must be created prior to a bulk expense claim being submitted. Multiple expense claims can be processed against the bulk expense authorisation until the value of this has been met. To set this up, click into the bulk expense authorisation entity. Click on New to open the form. The fields are a mixture of lookup fields and free text. Complete the fields. The amount value cannot be more than the expense value shown in the training provider contract. Select the programme from the list and the contract. The programme expense rule will display any expenses attached to the contract. Select the relevant option from the lookup. Save the details to ensure the record is submitted to draft. Click into the Submission, Authorisation, Rejection tab to submit. Click on Submit and proceed to complete the process. At this stage, if you do not intend to submit the authorisation request, it can be left as draft. If submitted, the status will show as submitted and SDS will review the details. If approved, the record will show as authorised and an alert will be received on the dashboard. Once authorised, bulk expense claims can be submitted against the authorisation. Multiple bulk expense authorisations can be applied for throughout the year in order to make bulk expense claims as required. Prior to a claim being submitted, any participants included in the claim should have the expenses field on their assignment set to yes. To check this, go into the assignment and view the Training Details tab. If the field is set to no, update this to yes prior to submitting a claim. To process the claim, go to the expense claim entity on the workplace. Click on New to set up the claim. Ensure the form view is set to expenses. The fields on the record are a combination of free text and lookup fields. Enter a relevant expense description in the fields. Input the value of the claim. Note this cannot be higher than the bulk expense authorisation value. Select the period dates from the lookup. Use the magnifying glass or hit enter on your keyboard to reveal the period options. This field can also be searched by entering a part of the month. Select the programme from the list and the contract. Bulk expense must be set to yes. In the bulk expense authorisation field lookup, search for the bulk expense authorisation that was approved prior to setting up the claim. When selected, the expense type field will automatically populate. Review the details entered and click on Save to ensure the details are recorded. The screen will refresh to a blank form. To return to the claim, click back into the Expense Claims extension and open the claim from the list. The evidence for the claim must now be added. Under the General tab, scroll down to the Evidence table. Use the hyperlink or double-click to open the evidence request. When the record opens, use the Document Uploads tab and click on Enter a Note to reveal the paperclip icon. Search your computer for the relevant document. Once selected, click on Add Note to attach the document to the claim. This can be repeated if more than one document upload is required. Any attachments will be displayed on the right-hand side of the screen. To return to the claim, use the Recent Records function to open the claim record. The Submit button will now show under the Submission, Approve, Rejection tab. Click on Submit to process the claim. A declaration will appear on screen. Review this and click on Accept to continue. Within the expense claim entity, the record will now show as approved and the claim will be added to the pre-posting view within the payments entity.